we need your imagination. Actually, the conventional activated sludge process is very similar to rising fish in a fish bowl. Let's imagine. There is a big size bowl, fish bowl in front of your eyes, and it's filled with water and contains fishes, and we are supplying air. Actually, the conventional activated sludge has a single tank, which is filled with wastewater, sewage, and microorganisms. We call it activated sludge. I don't see much of a difference between the conventional activated sludge process and the fish bowl. In addition, the biological nutrient removal system here is very same as the conventional activated sludge process. But the biggest difference between the conventional activated sludge process and BNR is based on the existence of dynamic conditions. Dictionarily, dynamic conditions are difference between the presence or absence of oxygen as an electron acceptor, as you know. So, conventional activated sludge process has a single phase. We call it the oxidation phase or aerobic condition. But on the contrary, the BNR process has both aeration and non-aeration phases within the single process. Wow. Status of wastewater treatment in Bangladesh. I'm sorry, I could find much of information on the internet. But I know GWASA is responsible for sewage treatment in the capital city, Dhaka, right? And I saw there is a big size sewage treatment plant in Dhaka, especially Pagla. The name is Pagla, right? The characteristics of Pagla is like this. This sewage treatment plant, which covers maybe 30% of all household in Dhaka, right? Yes. And I saw recently new article. I told you. Yeah. It's Tashikandi. Yes, I know that. Please, another teacher here. Please welcome. Please explain about this facility within the 3 minutes.
Okay.
Use this mic.
I have given Mr. John a presentation on WhatsApp.
No, it's kind of hard to get it there. Yes.
Okay.
Please.
Okay. I had a presentation ready.
Oh, really?
If you can play it through the laptop, I could explain better.
I have no laptop.
Okay. Thank you. As you can see, this is the Tashikandi sewage treatment plant. Tashikandi sewage treatment plant. It has a capacity of 500 million liters per day, and the threshold value or the design value is 600 mld. In the treatment capacity, the treatment plant has 3 components. First, the sewage lifting station. Or the incoming sewage, you lift it first, and then we have 5 kilometers dual pipelines that conveys the sewage to this treatment plant. This is the third portion.
Dual pipeline is separate system.
Not separate.
One is for the drainage and one is the sewer.
No. Both the pipelines carries the sewage to this pipeline to this sewage treatment plant. This is the third portion of this sewage treatment plant. It has 3 components. One is the 4.8 kilometers long dual pipeline, and the first portion is the lifting station. So this is the final portion. As you can see, this is the sewage treatment plant, and the capacity is 500 million liters per day, and it is situated on 60 acres of land. And the basic process that is incorporated in this sewage treatment plant is activated sludge process. The first, it undergoes 3 kind of pre-treatment. that is coarse screening that removes up to 20 millimeters of solid wastes.
Slowly.
Okay. Okay. And then it goes into the fine screening chamber, which removes up to 5 millimeters of size particles, and then it goes further screening or in the vortex grid chamber, which is capable of screening out up to 0.15 millimeters particle size. Up to this is the pre. Do you have laser? I could.
Oh yes.
Which one is the laser?
Yes. This is later.
Okay. So these are the pre-treatment units. After that, it goes into the primary sedimentation tanks. The main purpose of this primary sedimentation tanks is to remove the excess or suspended solids. In here, we achieve up to 60% of suspended solid removal, and the diameter of the sedimentation tanks is 50 meters, the hydraulic diameter. Then we have, as you demonstrated, AAO or anaerobic anoxic oxic A2O system, which is capable of removing the three basic nutrients, that is carbon, nitrogen and phosphorus.
That is A2 process.
Yeah, A2O process. We have incorporated the A2O process, and then it goes into the secondary sedimentation tank. The whole process, the A2O and the secondary sedimentation process actually is the biological process, and we have the most interesting part that in A2O we actually generate a huge amount of sludge, and we have a separated which is sludge treatment unit, which is within the treatment boundary. These are the sludge treatment facility. So first,
How about the Pagla?
No.
There is no sweet treatment plant. Sludge treatment plant.
No,
No.
it just
Only one.
the sludge is accumulated in a pond.
Yeah.
But in here we collect all the sludge, we process it. We firstly reduce the moisture. The sludge we get has a moisture of 99%. Then we reduce it up to 78%. Then we incinerate, and you can see there is an emission. So this is the building where we incinerate.
Well, what building?
The building. This building, yeah. This building we cannot.
Incineration building.
Yeah.
Oh.
So in this building we incinerate. It's a very complicated structure, very intricate, and before we emit anything into the atmosphere, there is a flue gas purification unit on the back side of this building. That is why we cannot see it. So this is the discharge, and the canal actually connects into the Balu River. So this is where we discharge the effluent, and we have UV disinfection facility. After the secondary treatment, the effluent goes into the UV disinfection chamber to kill the remaining pathogens. Then it goes into the canal. So this is the very basic idea, and we have a chemical dosing plant. Although after the commissioning, we haven't needed a single drop of chemical for treating the wastewater. It's completely biological. It's completely organic, completely biological. We didn't use a single drop of chemical for treating the wastewater. But we used chemical for the treatment of sludge. The polymer polyacrylamide, PAM, and calcium carbonate and sodium hydroxide. We have a very updated and very world-class laboratory, and we have the water we use for flue gas purification is actually treated water, and the effluent quality is very good. The ammonia in the effluent is around 12 to 20 milligram per liter, but at the effluent the ammonia is below 0.25 milligram per liter. Yeah. So thank you. I took so much time. Thank you for giving me the floor.
Great. Thank you for your information. Wow. World-class laboratory here. Right. Okay. Thank you. Okay. Come back to my lecture. This lecture will say this sewage in Korea. According to the OECD in 2015, in the early 1990s, the sewage distribution rate of Korea is much higher than that of Japan. As you can see this slide, Korea is 92% and Japan is 75%. But recently, left side, according to the report from MOE, Ministry of Environment in Korea, show this figure. In 2022, the distribution rate, sewage distribution rate is over 95%. And you can see this here. So, do you know that? Yeah, so it's so metropolitan in capital in my country and my hometown. And Seoul is already approaching the 100%. And from the wastewater treatment plant construction point of view, wastewater treatment plant in Korea is already saturated. A total of maybe 4,397 sewage treatment plants are in operation in Korea. Left side is a large scale of sewage treatment plant. And of which maybe 681 large-scale sewage treatment plants are operated in the city, but over 3,700 small-scale sewage treatments are operated nationwide in Korea. Well, this slide shows the status of wastewater reclamation in Korea. Annually, 7.4 billion cubic meters of wastewater were generated, of which 1.1 billion cubic meters were reused. Actually, 129 million cubic meters every year are used as industrial water. The K-water responsible for 40% of industrial water production. The capacity of K-water, the capacity of K-water for like this. Well,